Hey, welcome back. So, a few housekeeping things. One, apologies for not getting any videos out the last couple days. As you can probably hear, I got sick again. So that's been fun. I spent most of the last couple days sleeping, trying to get rid of this stupid cold or whatever it is this time. And second, we are here at base because we need to rally the troops and get everybody ready for battle. I don't know, to be honest, if this is like the last mission. But I know we're getting close. I expect to finish this game this week. Maybe or maybe not today, I don't know. I'm going into this completely blind. I just know before I hit record, I tried to go into base just to get us saved there. But it hit a cutscene, so I quickly went to my last load. I didn't want you guys to miss a cutscene, so I have no idea what's going down in the next few minutes, but I expect we'll hit the end soon as we are trying to rally all the troops. Third, I wanted to say hi to Varl. Real quick. Maybe. Okay. Okay, bye Varl. Good chat. Rest in peace. I'm still super upset that you're gone, but... Anyways, what else was I gonna say? Oh! Yeah, so I expect to finish this game either today or this week. Not sure how it's going. And then I think next on the list, what I've been waiting for a long time, is God of War Ragnarok. And then after that, probably Forspoken? I can't remember if Forspoken comes out like at the end of this month or if it's next month sometime. But, you know, we'll do God of War first, see how that goes. I wish I could do 2 games at once, but I just don't have the time or energy. But I hope to see you guys there as well. And lastly, I just want to thank everybody. I've been getting so much amazing support. And lots of great comments. I love hearing from you guys. It absolutely makes my day. For those of you that have stuck with me since like very beginning, you guys are absolutely amazing. Those of you stuck with me since the beginning of this game, you're awesome. And those of you that have just kind of sort of chimed in, you're just as amazing, and I appreciate all of you guys all the same. So thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate all of it, and let's get to it. Let's get into some trouble. Let's go.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
The man, the myth, the
Well,
legend.
Silence.
There he is.
Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
I don't really owe you anything, but...
I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
At the least.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now,
I can't kill you
need
just
your
yet.
help. So I'm giving you one final chance.
Yeah, but don't push me.
But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks.
Perfect
Good
timing.
timing.
Yeah.
The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Surprise.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
care for a demonstration?
Please.
Enough, both of you.
Yeah, you can kill each
We're
other
in
when
this
we're done.
together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own.
Well, let's just
I'll
play
come
nice.
see you when I get a chance.
Surrounded by children, you know?
Oh, no. You first.
God. I kind of like Tilda. She's growing on me a little bit. Tiny bit. Maybe. Not sure yet.
Gotta get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Yeah. But first... What's this? What's this about?
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Rost. I kind of wish that Varl's burial area was kind of like Rost's in the first game, where you could like talk to him and kind of update him every time you visited. Kind of like, oh god, what's that one game with the motorcycle and the zombies, and I don't know why the name is escaping me right now, but they had a similar thing where you can go to a gravesite. I don't want to spoil anything, but go to a certain person's gravesite and update them from time to time. I like that. I think it makes things feel real, you know?
With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe.
God, what is the
Future's
name
up
of
to
that?
them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that is not a battle I am going to win.
Yeah, no. I don't think so. I guess nothing. Cool. Oh, and I did rearrange a bit. I was trying to get a variety of things. I really like these. These give a lot of damage output. So do these as well. This might be nice. I don't know what we're going to come up against. But sometimes I think to myself, it would be nice if I had the rope caster right about now. Like for flying stuff or things that are super fast and you just need a second to like reload or whatever it is. These are always going to stay on here because they're just, it's like my basic arrow plus, you know, the precision tear. And then the bolts obviously are my favorite, as you guys know. I think these and these are like my favorite. They just do fun stuff, you know?
Focus. It's Varl's.
Oh.
I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away.
Good guy, that Varl. The good ones always go first for some reason. No, we're not gonna say anything? Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we got, okay, a lot of chatting.
I could do yours if you want.
Let's see how Zoe's doing.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
God, she sounds so sad. Oh yeah, she likes us to come over here. I forgot.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, don't tempt me. We can ask about this stuff, I think maybe another time. It's usually the same old kind of ish stuff, you know. Erend is driving everybody nuts. Beta's downstairs being a loner / quiet, but Beta's not even here right now. We gotta go save her. And you know, the usual. So I think we'll save some time. Maybe just see what she thinks about the
Thoughts on our
Zenith.
new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different.
Yeah. But yeah, we will. If this isn't the final mission, which I haven't gotten that point of no return yet. If we don't get that message, maybe after the episode, before we wrap up, we'll catch up with everybody. If I can remember to do that, but we'll definitely get there. I just want to
I
get
have
things
to go.
kind of going.
I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Erin doesn't
I'm
punch
surprised she
Silence
doesn't
in
want
the
to talk
face,
about
if
Varl.
that's what you mean.
Thanks.
But I understand. It's sensitive. Ooh. Is this ready yet? Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. 2 Dreadwing metal things. Frostclaw sack webbing. Some cool stuff. Stormbird storm cannon. Thunderjaw tail. Yeah, I'll take it all.
Yeah.
All of it.
I was thinking you could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
And we still need to play Strike.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Oh!
You might be able to
Maybe if
stay.
this isn't a long episode, that's kind of what we'll do. If this is like one of those,
Yeah,
talk to
beating
these
the crap
people
out
and
of
talk
me
to
makes you
there.
feel better. I'm all for it.
Aw. If it's one of those things where we're at the base talking to people and rallying up, like literally rallying people up, and we're not doing much action, maybe we'll finish talking to
Hey,
people
Laura.
and then play some Strike
You came back
and
with
do like a
some
part 2 of
interesting
Singularity or something.
friends.
Wish I could say we don't need
I'm not
them.
sure how this is gonna go.
But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah.
Where's Regal at?
Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Yep.
Right. You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope.
I want to believe she does. If she doesn't,
get
then
going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
why would she be here? I mean, she could be playing us, I guess, but I want to believe the best in people. Gets me into trouble sometimes. Let's see what Alva has to say real quick.
You flew? Kotalo told me.
I
And
did.
about Regala's machines?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
Almost, I guess.
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
I need to wrap
Probably
up a few
both.
things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Alright. Okay, where is what's his face? Katalo. Can we do any more overrides?
Did you need something?
I didn't come here for you, big boy. Just looking at my machine. Ooh! Nice! We can do a slaughter spine. Let's do that for sure. Obviously. And this, yeah. We just got that Thunderjaw tail. Yeah, heck yeah, wide maw. Can't do a bellback yet. Unfortunate. Can't do a dreadwing. That would be freaking awesome if you can ever sneak up on them. I don't know how you would do that, because they have that sonar thing, but... Can't do a Fireclaw. Can't do a... I thought we did Plowhorns as like one of the first ones. Guess not. Can't do a Rollerback. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I wish I could do a Scorcher. Those things are freaking crazy. Psychos. Shell Snapper would be cool too. Skydrifter, not yet. I wish you could do a Skydrifter as like a mount too. That'd be kind of cool. Slitherfang can't do. Can't do a Stalker. I don't know how you would ever sneak up on one of those. Being that they're invisible. Okay, cool. I'm satisfied with what we have though. Bye.
Did you see Katala's new armor?
I did.
Never thought I'd see metal down to flesh in that way.
Yeah, he seems happy with it. Probably because he could crush me like a grape with it.
That is a happy thing.
Probably. It's an exit. Where is Katalo? God, I always... Do you have
There you
something?
are.
No, guess not. What
Welcome
is
back,
this?
Aloy.
Are we gonna get to use that at some point? Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Probably. You should probably add another finger in there at some point.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky for us. To imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now,
I think we've heard that
you
before,
have
right?
done it.
From
Like the deeds of the Ten themselves,
Hikaru?
it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
It feels
Oh
great.
my. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
You never know, you might just be flying one at the end of this.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my
Other
sword
than
went
that,
through
she's
her
like a million years old.
and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, there's
I
that.
have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Okay. Beta's not here to check up on, so I guess let's go to Gaia, see what's up.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before
Oh, there
that?
is Gaia. Oh, that's right, she's captured. Forgot. God, how did I forget that? Jesus.
Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention
Planet.
life on Earth.
Yeah.
Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device
Don't drop
works,
it, Erend.
there will still be Spectre drones scores of them.
Yeah. God.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
Silence is so, like, not enthused or happy about it. Sorry, did we ruin your plan?
A minute?
Uh-oh.
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But
If anybody can do it, you can.
what am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us.
Isn't Tilda
Sounds
standing
about
right next to
one
us?
thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
I really hope Tilda doesn't backstab us. I could have sworn she was, like, right next to us. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be two parts because I don't want this. This is already 22 minutes in. I don't want it to be a super duper long episode. And two, I think this is a good opportunity to have a part two and a part one. Part one, we rally who we have up here and talk to everybody, get things prepped, and then next time we're gonna actually go to the rendezvous. Oh man. Beta's all you think about. Is that what he just said? Do we have a crush?
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
Yeah.
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family.
Impressed.
Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
Yeah.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present.
There's that.
If you're up for it.
I guess
For sure.
Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on
Oh,
that
I do, but
smug
not yet.
face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later.
But we need him right now.
Right now, he's got something we need.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh.
Do you think so will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I
Yeah.
can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
She is handling it very well, actually.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Catalo tells me you flew.
I did.
Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Yeah, just don't die.
Looking forward to it.
Whoa. Whoa. You okay there, buddy? Sorry, my dog was... I don't know if that was a sneeze or cough or what that was. You okay, Kai? Goodness.
If
think the whole house is
one's
sick.
not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. Saved my butt with those Spectres. Wouldn't feel right to leave it behind now. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look.
Yeah, you got a real thing going with that, look. Yeah, you know what? I think we earned a drink. Let's do
You
it.
think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah? I mean, yeah, of course.
The drink?
Oh.
So awkward.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess.
Do I want to know what a
Funny to have
kestrel
her
is?
run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
man.
not.
Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe.
That's
Ursa
hilarious.
said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
That's hilarious. I think that's the first time we've ever laughed, like ever.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we'll play Strike with you when we're done talking to everybody. For sure this time, you guys. I promise. I promise.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love him. He's amazing. I can't guarantee I'll be good at Strike. I've only played it one other time, I think. Since, like, the beginning of the game. But we're gonna do it.
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks.
True. Practically got the whole continent. I wonder why this is still here. So weird. You'd think it would be gone by now, but I guess not.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
Yeah. Super. I wonder if there's going to be anything else to do with the land gods. Maybe that's why it's still up.
How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
You can go at it when we're done with this saving the world thing.
Everyone here. Training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know.
Oh, Varl, why?
Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
That is true.
I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Made it this far.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both
need
of us.
to, because you're not going to die, but I will.
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
Let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
Yeah, let's not say goodbye just yet. You're not going anywhere. If I can have anything to do with it.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know.
Anything?
The truth, if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here?
What is Regala?
Seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their
I
sleep.
keep saying she's here and I haven't seen her
Don't
yet.
worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
Yeah.
If you say so.
It's called redirecting energy. Or, what do you say? Manipulating energy to refocus in a different direction.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence. He's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is.
So he says.
Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
He has none
Our-
of that.
Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was born without that.
She's like, what? Yeah. Don't expect much other than deception from Silence.
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Aaron seem to have taken to it the hardest. But I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
We don't have time to think about it right now, to be honest. We can mourn after.
We won't let the Zeniths get away with what they've done.
Everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
And you?
Nervous? But I'm ready too.
Don't worry. We'll get through this together.
I would be nervous AF.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old?
Was she talking about us or Tilda?
Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
Holy cow, she has a lot
I'm
to
not
catch up on.
afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try and keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep it in the front of your mind, please. You guys and what you're doing is, like, absolutely detrimental.
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tanacht, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still,
sure.
There's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly.
Super deadly.
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Sounds like you got a lot to think about.
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner.
Oh, yeah?
One of our best. We used to be rivals at the
Picking up some
academy.
vibes.
I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
Look at how giddy she gets. It's so funny. It's cute. Alright, Alva.
I need to get going.
I'll be
Till
at
we
the
meet again.
rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
I like Alva. Oh, God. What does Silence have to say?
So, you return.
Well, where else would I go, bro?
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to
I
explain?
didn't do anything. She came to
Not a
me.
chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game,
Oh, stop.
and as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Oh, you guys hear that? He's willing to be generous, is he? Well, in that case, let me ask away.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, you, or rather the sons of Prometheus, Armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
Or so you thought. Oh my goodness.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved.
Yeah, so you had them do your
Through the
dirty work.
Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plan, all while remaining anonymous.
With your little cult.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, and that didn't turn out so great for him. His plans never do. So, the question in the back of my mind is, since his plans seem to always fail at one point or another, in this game and the previous one, how do we know that this weapon of his is actually going to work? Has he tested it? Like, probably not, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
Yeah, that's
I've
what I want to know.
upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones?
Because I don't trust you.
Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work.
But how
the
is...
intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why, though? Like, why does that have to be secret? Isn't it fair to just tell us, since we're all doing this together, how the weapon is going to disassemble their force field? Right? Because him hiding it makes me be a little bit suspicious that it's gonna, like, hurt us or something. I don't know. With silence, anything is possible, to be honest. I wonder why. I guess we'll find out, but I wonder why that particular information he would choose to withhold from us. Like, is there something that's gonna, like, did he have a failsafe in case he couldn't keep us out of his way that this weapon would do to us? I don't know, he's super sus, man. I don't know. I just don't trust him.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Is that so?
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
What do you mean, did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quinn I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So,
which I had. Are you surprised?
What was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Of course you would. Wait. Why does this have a quest symbol? I can't go back?
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Yeah, no touchy-touchy.
Yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
He's not wrong.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, you just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Yeah, I mean, he's not entirely wrong. I have the same feeling, like...
Oh no, I got enough trouble with Pitalo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm not good at it?
The way my luck's going, I'll bet you're a pro.
Oh, we'll play you. In a sec. I think this is... yeah, stairs. Yeah, Silence not entirely wrong.
Shall we chat some more?
Yes. 47 minutes. Okay. I'm trying to wrap this up. This is a long episode. I didn't want it to go this way, but I feel like it's necessary just for us to kind of catch up and see where everybody's head's at and prepare ourselves, and also kind of keep in the back of our mind like who and what we're dealing with. Wink, wink. If you get what I'm throwing down.
I believe Regala and your Tanakh friend have been carefully avoiding each other.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what to think about Tilda, man. Like, on one side of it, I'm thankful that she saved us. I wish she could have done it a little bit sooner so that Varl would still be alive. But it is what it is. What's done is done. But on the other hand, I can't help but shake the same feeling Silence has. Like, yeah, our paths are aligned right now, but... why? Where'd you put up some art? Oh, I see. Your favorite piece. I just don't know what she has, like, what... Everybody has an agenda, right? For her, I have no idea what that would be, but I can't help but shake this feeling like something...
Your friend out there, the awesome.
There's something she's not telling us, you know?
He is quite loud. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
Yeah, don't
I've been
underestimate
thinking
me.
about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Oh.
Okay, so...
I didn't even pick up on that.
what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what, a
Closure?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to.
Did you, though?
But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Yeah, and that's fine and all, but like, let's think back to like first game, right? We didn't even know these guys existed back then, but like, if that's really how you felt, yeah? Why not, when Earth first started like degrading with the machines from the first game, if you really, really, really felt this way and you hated your little companions or travel companions or whatever you want to call them so much, why didn't you step in earlier? Why now? She keeps dancing around that subject, you know? But like, that's kind of what I feel like. She's got some kind of secret agenda. I don't know what her angle is, but like, why all of this sudden do you decide to help last minute, literally? Literally last minute, when you had what seems first game in this game years to do something. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm missing something, but I feel like that question has never fully 100% been answered. She keeps kind of sort of dancing around it. She tells us like, oh yeah, where we settled was kind of no good and I never liked them and yada yada, and okay, fine, but like, what are you not telling us, you know? I don't know, man.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical.
Yeah, we've heard
I
this
thought if
already,
she
I
could
think.
experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its
I think she
shelter
said this
even more
exact
than
same
I
thing
did.
to us at her house. They probably put it in here just in case you didn't have a chance to talk to her about it then. Just my guess. We might have already went over these with her at her house, but we'll see.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes
Probably
I wonder
for
if
good
anyone
reason.
really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
I'm gonna have to review that recording at some point. I'm having trouble remembering what was all said.
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
Great.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Have you?
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Yeah, because without getting those shields down, we're like barely gonna get through it.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it.
Makes sense.
But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
Probably like Ted.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence.
Yeah.
Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
Me too.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen.
He was the Vegas guy,
He
right?
was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we
Was?
established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas.
Yeah, he was the
in
Vegas guy,
virtual
okay.
reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
Yep. Verbena. I don't think we've ever heard of... Have we? Was she the girl that died up in the mountaintops when we first kind of, sort of started really dealing with the Zeniths? I think... I mean, I could be wrong, but I think she might have been the one that got... When the Tanaks, like, happened to use a weapon against her, I think she went down with it. I think we walk up to the body and, like, examined her a bit, but I can't remember for sure.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father
Trust
had
fund,
achieved
baby.
great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation.
Fast food
His
printing?
only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds like you didn't use your time very wisely. Which sounds pretty typical. Okay.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Thank you? What is... Oh, it's from our stuff, okay.
I keep thinking. He's just gonna be standing there.
Man. Okay, big boy.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm.
Didn't we
before
do that
leave on
already?
our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
New art. Didn't we do that? With him? Not with the Tremor Tusk, it was with the Scorcher, right? But did he redo it?
Look, I know you're probably not happy
I know he's
about
been
keeping
tinkering
Regala
with it,
around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo. We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were Tenakth, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say.
We have Regala's army, no?
You have more than earned my trust.
Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
We've come
We'll
this
see you
far.
soon, then.
It will be my honor.
Bye, buddy. Okay, where is... Like, everybody keeps mentioning Regala is here. But, like... where? That's an elevator, no thanks. Stairs this way, maybe? Maybe she's down. Yeah, okay, here we go.
This place smells.
Oh god, she scared me.
No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
Oh, we will.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy.
Was I?
What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Mahalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people.
But I'm not Karja.
My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tenakth.
I don't know if he betrayed you if you were out of line, but...
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Right.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us. That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
Okay. Yeah, I think Hikaru was looking more about peace and looking out for the whole of his people instead of following you and a couple others through, like, reckless slaughter and endless vengeance. But, you know, some people you can't, you can't change certain people, right? Like, some people are just super, super proud and super headstrong. There's nothing you can do. And if you're a leader, you kind of have to think, well, what's going to be best for my people as a whole and not one person. If she wants to go crazy and have a vendetta against me, okay, fine, but I got to protect my people. And I think that's what Hikaru was trying to do. I think she just took it a little too far.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Bitter much?
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with Oseram mercenaries.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted a group of Outlanders?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed them. But they offered me the chance to run the Karja down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hikaru and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
Yeah. Okay, whatever, Regala.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage.
Well, I feel sorry for you.
So show me where to bury it.
Okay, well, that was fun.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
intense, that one. Alright. I know this is a super long video. I did not intend for it to be an hour and 15 minutes long. I'm so sorry. These chats at base always take quite a while, so I think we're gonna end it here. This video is gonna be a really long one. If you guys, you know, those of you who are watching want to end it here, fine, but I'm going to play the game of Strike as promised, and then end it there. But thanks for watching if you're gonna head out now, and we'll see you in the next one, where we will then continue the Singularity quest and go to the rendezvous point and get things started, I suppose. I don't know if we're going to meet up with Katalo and do his arm thing. We already did that once, so I don't know if we need to drag it out. I think we'll probably see more than enough of what his arm can do when we go to battle. But, yeah, I'm going to take a couple minutes to play this Strike game if you want to head out. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're sticking around, cool. Wish me luck.
You were in the middle of a game?
Varl and I were playing before you guys went to Gemini. Yeah, we said we'd pick up where we left off once we were back here, but you think you want to finish the game? I don't think I can just put it away, you know? I mean, if you have the time.
I got time for one game. If I can remember how to play. Okay, Varl's game. What do we got? So, he's got a Sunwing. Doesn't have a skill. Looks like it's got... Is that 3 moves? 3 damage? 2, I don't know what... I can't remember what that symbol is. 7 health. It's got a Scrounger. 5 health. 2 damage. Battleback. All pieces within attack range lose 1 health. Okay. He's got a Burrower. And a Skydrifter. Okay.
Into the forge we go.
Whenever an opponent's machine is destroyed, whether by your hand or theirs, its value is added to your pool of victory points. Acquire 7 victory points before your opponent, or destroy all their machines to claim victory. Whether by your hand or theirs, value is added. Both players choose a set of pieces. Choose pieces within 2 rows. Okay. And I think... Oh, okay, here we go. So we have a charger. I want to know... Wait. Okay, the board. Chasm. -2. Power. -1. Harsh. Grassland terrain 0, forest terrain +1, and then +2, +3. Okay, so we want to avoid the blue and the dark brown. If possible. Oh, okay, yes, right here. Number 8. Attack range. Got it. Okay, and I think each one works better when you're on that specific type of terrain that it has, if I recall. Okay, so he's on the terrain. But where do we see the... Oh, grassland. Okay. Sure. He's got... How many of these pieces do you have? When attacking from grassland terrain, gain 1+1 combat. Glintock. Machine does not have a skill. Has 5 health. 2 attack damage. 2 attack damage. 2 range. 3 attack damage. 2 and 2. 2, 3. Let's just start with the basic guys. Okay. Let's see, range 3. So these guys can move 3, 2, 3, 2. Let's get this guy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now because I totally forgot. Like,
take your time.
How to play.
Let's see.
Okay.
And they're gone.
Okay. So these ones can move in each direction up to 2 times. This one can go out in 3 times. So maybe... maybe I'll do... Wait, how much can this guy go? Okay. Two.
My turn.
Oh, okay.
You're up.
Okay. Why can I not? Okay. Overcharge. What is overcharge? Armored and weak points, okay. Blue is armored point. Red is weak point. Okay. What is overcharge? Oh, a machine can only overcharge if it has 2 or more health points remaining. When a machine overcharges, it sacrifices 2 health in order to move an extra terrain or attack. Okay. So weak point is from behind.
What should I do?
I don't know.
I think I might actually win this one.
I don't know, man. You might.
All yours.
He's got 1 health left.
That's a win for me. I'm sure Varl would have appreciated you taking
Wait,
his
what?
side, though. Thanks for doing this with me.
How do you win? Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, try that again sometime, but, I don't understand how we won. I need to reread everything and really relearn it. But, cool. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around for this super, super duper long episode. And we will see you in the next one. Wish me luck. Bye.